What's up, Comic Frontline? It's Mr. J here from Mr. J's Comic Reviews, and I am back once again. And today we are going to be starting a new series here on Comic Frontline, and it's actually something I've been looking forward to for a long time, and I finally get to start it. And that is Teen Titans Tales. Now, what is Teen Titans Tales, you might say? It's very similar to another series here on Comic Frontline done by Comic Uno, Mayday's Journey, where she went through the entire run of a Spider-Girl, which is, one of her one of her all-time favorite Marvel characters, one of my all-time favorite Marvel characters, and I'm sure favorite to some of you guys out there. But now it's time for me to take a trip down memory lane and reread one of my favorite runs for one of my favorite teams in the entire DC universe. And that is, of course, the Geoff Johns run of Teen Titans in this massive omnibus that I just got as a birthday present, thanks to my good friend Corey from Geek Reviews. Thanks, Corey. I loved this run so much. Honestly, this run of Teen Titans that Geoff Johns did back in 2003, it lasted about 4 years, so all the way up to 2007. I almost couldn't count for a second. It was fantastic. This actually, because I wasn't alive during the time of the Wolfman Perez run, but my uncles had a huge. My uncles collected the whole series, read the whole thing. I loved it, and of course, the second there was a new Teen Titans series. When I was old enough to start getting my own books. I was like in the 3rd grade when this series started, and I collected this religiously. But I, all those books, they're up in storage, way too difficult to just go through the boxes and dig them out. So I decided to buy an omnibus so that I would be able to just kind of have it all in one collection, and it's beautifully bound. Just look at this, very beautifully bound. And now I get to go issue by issue with you guys every week. I was going to release this on Sunday, but I was like, Tuesday works better, because that way I can call it Teen Titan Tuesday. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in to the first issue of the Geoff Johns run of Teen Titans. And that actually starts with, let me find it, it actually starts with the day after. Justice League, it actually starts with the day after. Teen Titans / The Outsiders, Secret Files, number 1, 2003. Now, for a little backstory on the Geoff Johns run of Teen Titans. The Geoff Johns run of Teen Titans is actually kind of a sequel to the very popular 90s comic series, Young Justice. And some of you may recognize that because there is also a very awesome cartoon that goes by the same name. However, the comics are really different, totally different actually. Collected that entire series as well. But yeah, basically this takes place right after the huge crossover event with the Teen Titans, Justice League, and Outsiders. Teen Titans, Justice League, Outsiders, and Young Justice team, known as Graduation Day, Young Justice Graduation Day. And unfortunately, in that event, Donna Troy was killed by Indigo. So this issue actually deals with the aftermath of the death of Donna Troy. So the issue opens up with, Superboy, Robin, and Wonder Girl kind of reacting. This is the first time these kids have really dealt with a major death of somebody like really close to them that's served as kind of a mentor to them, and they don't know how to deal with it. It's really rough for them. And of course, Roy and Dick are arguing over, Roy's like, we should keep going, we should honor Donna by keeping this thing running. It started with us, Dick, you, me, Donna, Garth. We can't just let the Titans end. And Dick's like, no, that's it, Roy. The Titans are finished. Of course, the issue is written by Geoff Johns and Judd Winnick, and the art is by Ivan Reis and Carlos Barberi. Uh, Sorry, the omnibus is really heavy. I'm trying to open it up to give you guys. There's a look at the artwork. There's the fallen Titan statue of Donna Troy, and it's a really heartbreaking scene. Especially you can see Cassie's crying in this scene because of course Donna was a big sister to her. She was one of her biggest inspirations and mentors. And we go up to Roy's apartment. He's trying to call Dick and try to convince him to keep this thing going. And he's like, "Listen, man, we need to honor her. We need to keep this going." And he's like, "You know what? Fine. If you're not ready to talk, I'll be here when you need me." And of course, Roy shaves off his luscious hair here. I'll show you in a second. Roy shaves off his luscious locks here, and this is where we get the classic, the now classic Arsenal buzz cut look. Bam. And then the scene shifts, and we have like a plane going down, or a plane doing a routine flyby, and it's experiencing some difficulties. And of course, who's here to help? And none other than Starfire and Beast Boy. Crap. This is the bad thing about having such a huge omnibus. It's really heavy, and it's really hard to, it's difficult to lift. But yeah, look, nice, great artwork. Starfire and Beast Boy teaming up to save this jet. And Corey and Gar have a really interesting conversation where Gar is telling Corey about the fact that Vic, Cyborg, wants to give these new kids somewhere to go because again they were hit really hard with the events of graduation day. They lost some of their friends, and they lost Donna, who was a big mentor and inspiration to a lot of them. And Vic thinks that if we train these new kids, we can give hope to the next generation and pass on the Teen Titans legacy. And of course Garfield is all about it, but Starfire's like, I don't know. I don't think I am a Titan anymore. I don't think it means the same without Donna or Dick. And she kind of feels like she needs to move on from that chapter of her life. But Garfield's like, you'll always be a Titan, Star. You know that. It's who you are. The Titans gave both you and me somewhere to call home when we had nowhere else to go. I was just a reject from a team of freaks, and you were an escaped alien princess. Neither of us had a home, but that's what the Titans gave us, and we need to do that for these kids. So, and then the scene shifts to Smallville High and Connor Kent, and basically there's a kid in his class that is like, look, if you end up missing English class again, you're gonna end up getting detention, and they're gonna call your parents. The teacher's gonna call your parents. And Connor's just like, call my parents. Yeah, good luck finding them. And it's an awesome shot of Connor breaking out of there. And he is just kind of flying out. Oop. Look at that. Really great artwork. I love this artwork here. And of course, there's somebody in the background saying, my boy, what wonderful power you have. Again, I'm going to treat it like nobody's seen this before, so I'm not going to give any spoilers to what happens next. We're just going to go issue by issue as if I've never read this before, even though I have, multiple times. So then we shift over to another young hero, which is, I'm pretty sure Anissa is Thunder. She was because she was a member of the Outsiders during the graduation day. Anissa Pierce, the daughter of Jefferson Pierce, and basically she's having an argument with her dad, Black Lightning, about whether or not she should be a hero, because she promised her dad that she would get an education first before she even thought about becoming a hero, and only hours after she has graduated from college, has she decided to put the suit on, which I think was cool. Like, again, another just beautiful shot of Thunder in her costume here. Pretty cool stuff. And then we move on to another member of the team, and that's of course Cassie Sandsmark, and she's fighting a griffin in front of her school, which I thought was always thought was hilarious. This scene made me laugh. She was just like, "Bad Griffin, now I'm gonna need you to stop eating my homework and leave me the hell alone. I got to get to school." Which I thought that was awesome. And then again, that sinister dude in the background, all that power, and no one bothers to harness it, direct it. Pathetic. And again, I'll show you that image of Cassie right there. Hold on. Wonder Girl. Awesome stuff. Look at that. It's great artwork. And then we move on to Kid Flash. What is Bart up to? And Bart is basically, he's trying to get in touch with the Themyscirian embassy to get a hold of Wonder Girl. And, Cassie's not there, obviously, because she's at school. And he has this argument with Jay about, his entrance exam scores for Keystone City High. And Bart's like, "Look, I don't need to go to regular school. I'm from the 31st century. They taught me everything, all of the basics through VR. What more can I learn? Besides, it's not like I need to go to school to get a job. I have a job. I'm gonna be a superhero like you, like Grandpa Barry, like Wally." And of course, that's not gonna fly with Jay because, of course, Jay wants what's best for Bart's future and stuff like that. Then we move on to um, the lab where Roy Harper is investigating Indigo, and of course, the scientist chick who he's friends with is she's talking about how how Indigo is repairing herself. She's like healing and stuff, and how we could really learn something from her if we reactivate her and all that stuff. But then Roy's like, "No way, that thing killed Donna. There's no way we're gonna let that just roam free." And I love what he says here. He says, "Chelsea, how could you understand? How could you understand? Did this thing get two of your friends killed? No. You're just a scientist who's getting all hot and bothered with all the goodies you could learn from it." And then Vic is like, "We talked about this, Roy. She was seeking out other synthetic life forms, including me, the Metal Man, and the Superman android. That damn Superman android. Uh, she would never. She never had any intention to harm us." And then she said, "It's not a she. It's." They said they'd give this thing a few weeks of study, and then it'd be destroyed. I know that you think, no, it's not. It's what I know. Um, she harnessed her. She hardwired herself right into me. I could feel her, and you know what I felt, Roy? More than anything else, fear. Some good may come from studying her technology. They had this whole argument about whether Indigo should be kept here or not, and of course Roy's not having it. And then finally they come to an agreement. Roy says, "Fine, but the lab rats here aren't going. If the lab rats here aren't going to tear her down, then let me put her to some real use. Let's reactivate her." "That's not what I mean, Roy. I don't think she should. You fix her. You fix her, Hoover. I want to see how it happened. I want to know, you know, I want to know as much about her as the rest of you do. I can do that. And then, Roy says, I get to keep her. If she goes wrong again, it's on me to put her down. And, that's the agreement they settle on. And then we shift to Rex, another member of the Outsiders. And, he's staying in the lab as well. And, he's doing some training exercises and stuff. And again, he's, he, you know, the chick who's kind of his handler in the lab is like, Mr. Harper is in the building. Do you want us to let let him know you're okay? And he says, no, no, I'm here. You understand? And Rex kind of freaks out. And of course, you see Rex here with his, pictures of his son and his girlfriend, and he's all sad. You feel bad for him, poor dude. And then the last thing we flip to Gotham City, and we have Dick and Tim, Nightwing and Robin, and basically he asks what did Batman say? Not much, and they have this whole conversation about you know what happened back there on graduation day, how they were ambushed, you know, but we've been ambushed before. I don't understand how we couldn't handle this. And Tim blames himself. We lost focus, things fell apart, and the worst thing of all is, and of course, he's referring to Donna's death. It's like every single one of us has seen people die, or we've lost people we love. Everyone on the team, we swore, everyone on the team, we swore we'd work together to make sure it wouldn't happen ever again. We thought going through all that made us stronger, but it didn't. And it says when we saw Lilith, and Lilith was also a casualty of graduation day. By the way, guys, it wasn't just Donna. Roy said two of his friends killed. Lilith was the other one. And he says, I know what you're feeling. I know what you're telling yourself, Dick. The same thing I am. It's all my fault. And then he goes, what do we do now, Dick? And then Dick says, I don't know, but whatever it is, I think we better do it alone. And that is where issue 1 ends. We have each one of the team members kind of set up, all the different members of the, of Young Justice, mostly the Outsiders members, Roy, Dick, and of course, a few of the former Teen Titans, Starfire, Beast Boy, and Cyborg. Cyborg says he wants to set up, a new Teen Titans team to kind of educate these young kids and train them to be the next generation of heroes, to make sure they'll have somebody to coach them through everything they just went through and help them improve past that. And Starfire's not entirely on board. Beast Boy is all for it. We're not going to see Raven just yet, but we will see Raven soon. And basically, it's kind of just a setup to where all our characters are after the horrible events of Graduation Day. And that leads us into issue 2. I hope you guys join me next week when we revisit Teen Titans 2003 issue 2. And I'll go ahead and read the title off for you guys. And I'll show you the cover really quick. But the title is, of course, A Kid's Game, which is the start of the first official arc of Geoff Johns' Teen Titans, which is called Kid Stuff. And there's the awesome cover for Teen Titans issue 2, or Geoff Johns' Teen Titans issue number 1, which is actually the cover of this omnibus. And you've got, of course, Vic, Raven, Starfire, and Beast Boy on the sides here, which are the OG Teen Titans. And you've got in the center Superboy, Wonder Girl, Kid Flash, and Robin, who are going to be the new Teen Titans. It's going to be pretty awesome revisiting this series. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. It's a little bit longer because I had to go into the background of what Graduation Day was and all that other stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Join me next Tuesday for the second episode of Teen Titans Tales, where we go into the first official issue of this run of Teen Titans. Until next time, guys, this is Jay from Mr. J's Comic Reviews, and like I always say, once Comic Book Geek, always Comic Book Geek. Don't forget to follow Comic Frontline on Twitter, like our Facebook page. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. And if you like what I did here on Comic Frontline, I think you would definitely enjoy what I do over on my original channel, on my individual channel, Mr. J's Comic Reviews. If you want to check that out, it's over on the channels list on the side of the Comic Frontline page. So definitely go check that out. Anyway, guys, it's been a lot of fun. I hope to see you guys next Tuesday for the next episode of Teen Titans Tales. Until then, I'll catch you guys later. Peace, Titans. Out.